day. From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
A lot of people thought the Packers might struggle a bit in 2019, but that was not the case. 13 wins, a trip to the NFC Championship game, and they were led by their quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who led their team to a Super Bowl title after the 2010 season, and many thought that was the first of what would be many more. So precise with the football. 26 touchdown passes last year and just 4 interceptions. He knows how to get it downfield and still take care of it as well.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
That's good.
Well, partner, it's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
Heck of a start for this offense, no doubt. The throw over the middle, taken in, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. He's locked in early. 2 nice first down completions to start.
I like the fact that he's seeing the whole field early, spreading it around a little bit in the early going.
Rodgers now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Second and 7 at the 19-yard line.
Rodgers again now. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And it's caught. And the Packers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. Touchdown, Packers. Josiah DeGuara. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Lions making their way out, led by their 32-year-old quarterback. Hard to believe he's in season number 12 now in a Detroit uniform. Quarterback Matthew Stafford.
When I think of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, I think of numbers, and I mean passing numbers. 40,000 yards passed in his career last year before a back injury landed him on the IR after just 8 games. And to show his value to the team, the Lions lost all 8 games started by either Jeff Driscoll or David Blau. They need a healthy Matthew Stafford in order to compete in the NFC North.
And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. The gun, Stafford. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. To return is Taylor. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. The numbers for Jones last week, 18 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this 1st quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Danny Amendola on the return. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the...
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Taken down at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the play. First down.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
8 yards to go.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that boat race someone. Heck, his car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dean Lowry. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
21-0 our score after 1. The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our players.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. The veteran tight end Mercedes Lewis, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year, and they've got an opportunity here, first and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Aaron Jones.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a...
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 seconds.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25.
A reminder, still some good games coming up here in week 2 of the NFL. Later tonight, a rematch from that Super Bowl a few years back. New England visits Seattle up in the Northwest. And then on Monday night, we'll be there. The first regular season NFL game ever played in the state of Nevada. The New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders from Allegiant Stadium. That should be something. On first and 10, Stafford looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Freeman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Devontae Freeman.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
T.J. Hawkinson.
It's funny, partner, you often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And T.J. Hawkinson, He was a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season with 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a first down.
From the 50, Stafford. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Again, it's Stafford. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So after that fourth down stop, Charles, you said it was almost guaranteed points the other way. Indeed, they do cash in, but only 3.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They got the points, but it should have been more. With that type of field position, the setup that they had, I think it was almost a loss for them that they only got 3 instead of pushing across the line for a touchdown.
And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. We'll check on his status when we get back. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 4. The gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Steps away to his left. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Lions will take over. And back onto the field now comes Devontae Freeman. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
Their own 43-yard line.
Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead.
2nd and 7.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
One of the underrated aspects of Devontae Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy that number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
On 1st down, Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis.
Rodgers.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
Come on, dog! They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Of 10 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. After the interception, here's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Kevin King there defensively.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get our tour started out at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, and it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. A touchdown there for Saquon Barkley. From there, we head down south to Tampa to check on the Bucs at home at Raymond James Stadium. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdown runs. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Phillip Rivers, 4 touchdown passes. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. He's over 300 yards passing already. How high can he?
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now a play fake here on first down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
Marvin Jones.
A big play there for Detroit. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now it's Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Room here to run. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up.
And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
And this one through the uprights and good. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends in a touchdown run from Devontae Freeman.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by the rookie, Jeff Okudah. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They coming off a touchdown drive. The last time they had the ball, that cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
After the penalty, here's Freeman. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That was all Preston Smith. Navigating into the backfield, he gets the tackle for loss.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. 20! Touchdown, Detroit! Kenny Golladay, 48 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
That one goes for 24 yards. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling, and that's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jamal Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Heading back onto the field, here's a look at Devontae Freeman now. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Stafford. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
On 3rd down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them, pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. It's caught. Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Complete to
Marvin Jones, 27 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Packers 35.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Caught on the right side by Adams. 30, the 20, 10, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, and now it's 2nd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Stafford looks to throw again. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On first down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Second and 10, Stafford again. Throw left side complete. It's Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Amendola catching it left side. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he has his receiver. That's Jones. Lions touchdown.
number 11,
Marvin Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Number 30.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Rodgers now on first down. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
Incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Again, it's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
39.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they'll indeed take a knee. On second down, it's Jones. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.